Hey, what's up? My name is Alberto. In this video, I'm going to turn this glass jar into a paludarium with a working waterfall. What I have here is a pretty standard glass jar. I think you can find this everywhere in the world. And I have this little mini USB pump. And I went to the glass man, the people who sell glass and cut glass, and I asked him to drill a hole so that I could fit through this USB. I paid like 10 euros for that. Of course, I could have done it myself, but I didn't want to do that. I asked the professionals to do it for me instead. I also have a simple light. This is something I bought off Amazon. I can link something similar in the description. It has a touch on and off, and you can also dim it. And that will just be placed on top of the lid. Now, for hardscape, I have this flintstone, I think it's called. It's called so in Swedish. That I will somehow place inside of the tank, glue it together using some super glue and maybe some paper tissues. The idea is to build a little rock wall using these cool rocks. I might use some aqua soil for substrate or some sand, I haven't decided yet. I have stolen some plants from the OG shrimp tank. This is some anubias. I also have some aquatic moss. I think it's weeping moss, maybe weeping moss. And I also have some elder wood. I'm going to integrate some of the branches in between the rocks falling down so they look like roots coming down in the water. It's going to be very challenging. So I have big hands to get inside the jar and maneuver and glue the rocks together. I have very low patience. My patience is non-existent when it comes to these things. I think I'm gonna have some fun doing this, and that's it. Let's get started. Maybe if you come closer, you'll have a better view. In order for this to be a waterfall, I have to have some tubing. So let's connect it to the little tubing, like so. I like this rock because it has so many things happening. We have this glass looking part, and we have this white, and we have some bronze color. I think it just looks amazing. And what if I put one here? This one seems pretty obvious that it goes here somehow. It's gonna be a lot of trial and error here. Okay, so in order for this to stand up, I'm gonna glue this rock to the back, like that. I do that by simply taking a piece of tissue and wedging it in between, and I just completely soak that with super glue. This will create an extremely strong bond here. The rocks will be fixed together. This was easier said than done. I have 1, 2, 3 rocks now. I am realizing now that this is going to be impossible. Just saying. This will be the connecting point. I'm going to put some gel. At this point, I was losing my patience. It was just too hard to glue the rocks together. They were too slippery against the glass. So I decided to add some aqua soil for support. I found this little rock with a hole inside it. It's perfect. It fits perfect for the tube. So I'm gonna have it somewhere here, and the water is gonna spill over here. Oh, like a glove. The next day, off camera, I made a little sponge protection for the pump, and with some hot glue I attached it to the bottom. Then I secured the rock structure with some silicone. The next day the silicone has cured, so I added some aqua soil to the front section and continued with the rock wall. It was now time to fill it up and try the waterfall. As expected, the flow was too strong. To diffuse the waterfall, I covered the outflow with some dried moss. To make sure that the moss stays in place, I secured it with some super glue. I then drained the jar and added some aquatic moss where the water falls. To finish the scape, I added some elder wood branches. No paludarium is complete without some floating plants, so I stole some salvinia from the crab tank.